If you live off-grid for any length of time, you're going to have to become acquainted with generators, and today I'm going to show you one of the most important skills you need to know when you have an off-grid diesel generator, well, any diesel generator. And that is how to bleed the fuel system and how to bleed the injectors when you run out of diesel. It's going to happen eventually. You're going to get busy with a project, forget that it's low, and it's going to run out, and you're going to get air in the system, and the daggum thing is not going to run right, no matter what you do, until you do this procedure. The generator in this video is an Air Force military generator, but it uses a standard Kubota 3-cylinder commercial diesel engine hooked up to a Kohler 7,000 watt generator head, but we don't care about the generator head. It's not involved in this process. What we're worried about is this diesel engine. Now, some of these Kubotas might have a fuel primer right here that you pump with your finger, but this unit has an electric fuel pump with a prime switch. If you're curious, it goes through this EG4 chargeverter to charge my off-grid battery system that's normally charged by solar. But as you know, the sun is not always around. So, if you look near where all these hard lines go from the top of, this is the cylinder, or sorry, this is the valve cover on top of the cylinder head. Going into the side of the cylinder head, you should, let me turn on a light here. Oh, it won't let me. You should have your injectors here if you have an older diesel engine, and most people usually have an older diesel engine if they're living off the grid. You'll have these lines, you follow them down. Here's your injection pump. Usually there'll be some kind of bleed screw on it. Ours is right here, and it's 10 millimeter. You're going to want to loosen that. Wow, what did I do? Tighten it with the wrath of God last time? There we go. And you're going to want to take that and loosen it several turns. Now, if you got a prime switch, you're going to use that, or you use your manual fuel pump lever. Oh, you're going to want to point it away from, this one has a little hole in it and the diesel shoots out. You're going to want to point it away from you and the engine. You're going to hold down your prime switch, that's what's making the fuel squirt out, or pump it by hand until no more air comes out. You hear that? Even this one still had a little air in it, even though I haven't ran out of diesel. You hear that? Tss, there'll be tss, 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 like little spitting noises, and eventually you'll have nice clear diesel running out of your bleeder, and you let off the prime or the fuel pump, tighten this up right away afterwards, and you're done bleeding the main part of the fuel system going to the injection pump. But you're still one step away from having a happy running diesel engine, because next up you have to loosen these. And these on this Kubota engine are 17 millimeter. This is a D905. It's going to be the same on most of these 3-cylinder Kubota engines. You're going to need a 10 and a 17 millimeter for this process. You want to loosen these up half a turn to a full turn, like so. And then what you do is you go to your generator control panel and you hit your start button and just let the engine crank over until you see fuel shooting up right here around the line, because that means there's fuel getting to the injectors and the air is purged out of the line. That one just got a little pulse, but that's okay. No air bubbles. That all looks good. See how it's shooting up out of the lines? Then we just tighten the lines back down, like so. One. Make sure they're all tight, or else you're going to have a cylinder misfire and you're going to be wasting fuel. It's going to be running all over the ground instead of going to your engine. Your generator won't run right, and you'll be wasting tons of fuel, and you won't be happy. Now then, all 3 lines are tight, and your generator is ready to go back into operation. Thank you so much for watching.